We are here with Julie. Julie is the owner of this restaurant. It's called the Backyard Coffee Lounge. So Julie, asante sana for agreeing to sit down with us. We're so happy we came here. First of all, my first impression when I came, I was just like, wow, like, this place is beautiful.
Oh,
You've
thank
done
you.
a wonderful job.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, so Julie,
Thanks.
just tell us about this restaurant.
What would you like to know?
Okay, so why this restaurant? Why a restaurant? You could have started anything else.
That's true.
So why why the Backyard Coffee Lounge?
Well, first and foremost, my passion has been in cooking. It's and hospitality. So I've always enjoyed, making people comfortable. Even at home, people used to call me whenever there was any event going on, just so that I can do the cooking. And I felt like a slave at that time. But then it paid off. I also wanted people to feel comfortable in, wherever they are. So for me, it was about providing that for people, and this was the perfect kind of profession, so to speak, or business. And so I have grown up in a coffee plantation, so to speak. We've all grown up in, being taken through school, and everything was about coffee. So I loved coffee from the get-go. So I decided to start that as a coffee lounge. Before, I had a coffee shop in town, but because of some circumstances that came up, I had to close down. But here I am now, starting yet another one. Yeah, because that's what my intention was. Yes. Yeah.
So we understand it's been only operational for 7 months.
Yeah, these are
Opened in
7
March.
months. Yeah.
How has it been for you?
Well, it has been a challenge.
Okay.
So much so because of the restrictions that we have been having because of COVID. But I think because of the spacing and the way I set it up, people have been appreciative of that, and so they've come because there's space. Yeah, they can be able to go out, but yet have room for themselves away from other groups of people. So it still has been a challenge because I would have expected that maybe it would pick up a lot more if there was no COVID.
Yes.
But we're still happy that we get our clients. Yeah, the people who still come. We still have business.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how far are your clients coming from? Like,
Are they just local?
No, actually not just local. We have local, we have international. People have been passing by. Some have seen on Google, some have seen on the newspaper, because the other day they Business Daily wrote an article on the backyard, and they then wanted to come and see us. They, within the vicinity of Nyeri, they wanted to come and see the backyard. So yeah, we have local mostly and international as well. Yeah, people from Nairobi, they really come. By the way, look at you.
yes, that's why we're here. We approve.
Yeah, you approve, eh? Yeah.
Highly approved.
Thank you,
Highly
thank you.
approved.
So
Thank
we
you.
understand you also have a coffee farm.
Yes.
Tell us more about that.
The coffee farm has been in our family since I was born. Yes, and it's the one that has brought us up, taken us up to where we are now. And we have still tried to maintain it in the even though it's been very difficult to do so. But yeah, we still have the coffee farm, and we pick. Like now is the height of pick. We are getting to the picking season.
Okay.
So yes, we still have that coffee farm going on. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We will
And
come
we-
and visit one day.
Yeah,
I hope
thank
we
you.
can see how some of us have never seen coffee. We've been brought up in
Oh,
areas
yeah.
that don't have coffee, so
Yeah.
we love to experience
Yes.
the coffee feeling. We only see coffee in our
Our
mugs.
mugs, eh?
And when
And
you're
you-
having coffee, a cappuccino, a latte
Yeah,
here and there.
yeah.
So we'd love to see the process of
Yeah.
how we get there.
You'd like to see
actual
the
labor.
yeah. Actually, why don't you
labor of
come?
love.
We'll give you coats. You can go and pick the coffee. A few debes, go and get paid. See the process, and then we bring it back to the drying, and then eventually roasting, and getting it to the table. Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, that's a plan.
We
yeah.
hope we can bring you
Yeah.
this escapade.
And
Yes, for sure.
What we'll do, because we used to do it with my dad before he passed on,
Okay.
and my mom, obviously. My mom was a treasurer.
Wow.
She'd be the one collecting the money. I mean, you know. But my dad and I would actually get a lot of tourists coming by wanting to see. So we used to be slotted into the itineraries of the travel agencies like yours, and then they'd come, we take them around the coffee, they pick actually, and they go and sort, and they if it was the height of picking, and then we take them to the factory, they see the process as it's done, and then bring them back home, and they have some coffee from the farm. Yeah, from the farm.
And that's an experience they definitely
Oh
never
yeah,
forget.
yeah, and we take them in the on the tractor, you know. So it was very nice, you know. They just keep, you know, it was a
Some of
very
these
nice
things we
experience.
just watch in
So when we
movies.
come
Yeah,
back, we get on
yeah.
the tractor.
Oh yeah, by all means, we'll put you in the boot over there, you know. Yeah,
Slay
the
queens
trailer.
Just leave themselves in
Yeah,
Nairobi.
yes.
We'll be here with them.
It will be fun.
It will be fun.
You don your gumboots and we are off.
Yes.
Yeah,
Guys,
yeah,
it's coming
An
yeah.
very soon.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Uh-huh.
So how has been your childhood been like growing up? Where did you study? How has life been for you?
Okay.
Have you grown up in Nyeri? And if so, like, how has it been?
Okay, I grew up in a family of 8 children.
Oh,
I'm the last born. So I was always the one picked on. Yeah, I would be the one sent. I told you I was almost like a slave of sorts, but a funny, an interesting slave. But we grew up well. I can say we thank God for where we grew up, because my parents really worked hard to make sure that we had a decent life. And we don't take it for granted, because one of the things that my parents did was to ascertain that we valued what we have. We'd actually be picking coffee and we'd be paid for it.
Wow.
Yes.
Was it?
Oh yes. We used to go and pick coffee, and the money that would be paid would actually go into our pocket money for the next term.
Wow.
So we you know, he ingrained that in us, that this is what is your, you know, whatever you're earning, this is where we get it. Yeah, you work for it. So we grew up disciplined, I can say, as much as possible, but we also grew up decently, and so we came out with those values into our adult lives, and we have tried to do the best we can with what we have. Yeah. So as a family, yeah.
So what I've seen mostly, or the guys that I've interacted with, if you've been brought up in the up country, your ambition is to go to the urban areas and start a business there. So what's the difference for you? Because you've been brought up here.
Oh yeah, I didn't mention that.
Yeah. You've been brought up here and you chose to start your business here. So what's the motivation behind that?
Well, I was brought up here, yes. I schooled here in Nyeri, and even in secondary school, I schooled here. But I actually went to Nairobi to college. I didn't make it to go to university because of some complications, but I went into college and I worked my way through. There was the ups and downs and all that, but I went there, and then eventually I still had to come back and help my parents because they were growing old, and so as I felt a responsibility towards them, so I came back home. So as because of coming back and staying here, I had to find some, you know, semblance of livelihood, right? So I started the coffee shop, and I started it with my last pay. I was in Old Mutual. So whatever I was given, I started the coffee shop with some help from my parents. So I ran that for a while. But the difference I can say is that we expect that the fast life we would live in the cities is going to really, really produce a lot of, you become millionaires in an instant, right? You have to really grind in that place. Not that you can't grind in the village. In fact, it can be more difficult because you have to try and pull the resources that are very minimal within there, also we think. But yeah, it's not very different because grind is grind. Yeah, grind is grind. Yeah, every place has its challenges. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
nice,
So
nice.
it's how you take it up.
Okay. So if you were to compare running a restaurant here and I don't know, you've experienced restaurants
I have.
in Nairobi.
Yeah.
So is there a difference?
I've actually had a business in Nairobi.
Nice.
I had a business where I was making jams and marmalades, natural, and packing and selling to hotels. And I can say it's the kind of competition that's in Nairobi or in the cities probably creates a more difficult atmosphere. You know, you have to really push harder. You'll have to cut that because I've forgotten the question.
No, it's okay. Let me rephrase it.
Yes,
because
please rephrase.
the direction I wanted to go was
Yeah.
a different one.
Yeah.
What I intended to ask was, in terms of the experience, having restaurant here
Oh.
or coming to a restaurant here and being in a restaurant in Nairobi, is there a difference? Ama is it for you? Because I think it's usually preference for people, but I think if mostly you're in Nairobi like us, I've come to hate being in Nairobi or even going to restaurants in Nairobi or places in Nairobi. And I want to come to the outskirts of Nairobi. The further I can go, the better I can, the better I will appreciate that experience.
Well, I would imagine that there's, as I'm saying, competition is very rife there, and also the rents, all the overheads are high. Cost of production is high, and it probably gives a more difficult time for someone who's starting a business there, more capital intensive. Okay. But I think it also strikes the balance where you come to the village, the towns, and the turnover is not as high. You don't get as many people, so the sales are not as high as they would be in Nairobi. So there's still a balance. Here it's cheaper because you get your goods cheaper. Maybe rents are cheaper, but at the same time, the turnover is not as much as it would be there where the rents are high. And so
But
there's
you're
a balance.
hoping with such kind of awareness,
Yes.
to come with a lot of traffic.
Yeah. And anyway, with the devolution that came, there's places are opening up, towns are opening up more. So in as much as we say Nairobi has, the turnover, here also is getting turnover now. People are coming from out and they don't want to stay in, you guys don't want to stay in Nairobi.
And that's what I was about
You want
to
to
say.
drive out
People
and,
know, they want to know where is it happening in the other counties.
Yes.
What is there to be offered there.
Right.
So people are really looking for places to come here. And
Yeah.
that's why we are here to showcase such beautiful places.
Wow.
Because people are unsure.
Yeah.
They're not sure where they
don't
would go and
know
get the
like
best
how-
experience.
Yes.
So we are here to get for you the best
Oh,
experience.
thanks.
And these guys
Yeah.
is one of the
recommend.
places you should come.
Oh, thank
Just
you.
Make a point of coming to the backyard lounge.
Wow.
It's a beautiful place. The food is
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, wow.
Where
Thank
did
you.
Get your chef?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, they're actually local.
Really?
Yes, everybody local here. Nobody has come from like Nairobi to come and bring, package something for us. No, we've actually developed our recipes in-house.
Wow.
Nice.
Yes.
And I think that is really awesome
Yeah.
because you're empowering the people around.
Oh yeah, we
Because
must.
as opposed to outsourcing from maybe Nairobi,
Yeah.
you're making use of the local people and
Oh
and,
yeah,
and
oh yeah. And let me tell you, there's a whole load of untapped skills and potential from these guys. People here, Nyeri, it's dull. People don't know. They know these guys. Oh,
We had
they're
a
wonderful.
conversation with your chef.
Yeah,
In fact, he's the one who recommended the meals.
Yeah.
what
I
you
was
had.
actually telling Vicky,
Yeah.
the meal she had, it tastes way better than a certain top restaurant in Nairobi.
Oh, really?
Let's
Wow.
not mention names,
so
but
rich.
it was
Awesome.
so
Yeah.
rich.
It was
The
well
Okay.
done.
flavor was so
Awesome.
good.
Yeah,
It was
and
so good.
that is something we are not getting in Nairobi now because
Yeah.
everyone is in. They just want to give something. And,
Yeah.
Pay a
It's more
high
of
price.
choice.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just
Oh,
more.
we explore a lot because whatever we come up with, we first make it. We make it as much as we can. In different times, we taste all of us. We say, there's something missing there.
Yeah.
We actually taste all of us, including the gardener.
Are you
Really?
Oh yes, including the gardener.
That's nice.
Whatever recipe we've come up with, every single person has to taste, because even the wait staff, the servers, they have to know what they're serving.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they would even recommend to the people
Yeah.
that they're
They'll
serving.
know.
Yeah.
Wow.
In fact, Ndegwa wanted, so he ate something similar to mine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but he wanted to have the sweet and sour pork with rice.
Oh.
And
wow.
the chef was actually like, no, don't take the rice. Just
Yeah.
The sweet and sour pork goes really well with the sauteed potatoes.
Oh yes,
And we're like,
yes.
surely.
Ah.
Sure, you know
For
what
real.
they're
Oh,
saying.
that's
He
good.
knows what he's
Good.
saying
Yeah.
and what he's doing. So we're really
Okay.
pleased.
And you
about
even
it.
I'm happy.
notice
I'm
that
happy.
they are very passionate about
Yeah.
what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yes. Huh?
Even spoke to the bartender.
Yeah.
And he's very,
Outgoing,
he's ready
eh?
to do
Lively.
Yeah.
his thing with
Yeah.
a lot of passion.
Yes.
And that also says a lot about you.
Oh,
Because at the end of the day, it means you're a good leader. To them.
Yeah.
thank you.
And
I
you're
appreciate that.
Cascading towards them.
It's cascading,
Yeah.
yeah? I like that word. Cascading. Okay, thank
and
you.
it's such a nice and chilled place to
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
And it gives that, relaxation. And
Yes.
I've seen families coming
Yes,
here
yes.
also. So
Yeah.
it's open to everyone.
It's open to everyone.
Yeah.
The only thing we don't have are like the kids' facilities.
area, yeah.
The space doesn't allow. What I did mostly was to make to have these pits. It's really something I wanted. So that took the space. Yeah, because people enjoy that in the evenings. You come and you're around and sitting and you're enjoying a fire. Oh,
Yes.
oh yeah.
It's a selling
The,
point as well.
and the stories come out. Oh, huh? I don't know whether it's
should
the
do a
heat or the
bonfire
fire.
night.
Yeah. What? How about that?
Julie, we should do a
Yeah.
bonfire
How about
night.
that?
You know?
Yeah.
We should.
By all means.
We should.
I'd
And
be
we
very
come
happy
with
to.
people from Nairobi, and
Yeah.
trust me, they're not going to go
Welcome.
back.
Oh yeah. Then it seems like I'll have to cut this fence now, and get some camping ground for people.
But then we can
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Think
You know.
about it.
I'll think about it.
But then
Yeah.
a lot of people in Nairobi are really looking forward to getting experiences out here and experiencing. So the more there is to offer around
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
the more the
Yeah.
people are willing to come.
Yeah, yeah.
So we hope that the next time you're coming, which I hope is soon,
Yeah.
there'll
By all
be
means.
a lot of improvements. Hopefully, camping.
camping
Yeah.
and the bonfire night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go around the coffee farm. We have
we
some
go
coffee, and then we come back to fire and the camp.
Me, I'm telling you, that's already an
Awesome.
itinerary by itself.
Yeah.
Start in the coffee farm, finish,
Yes,
you
yes.
and me, come
Uh-huh.
have your meal
Uh-huh.
at the bonfire night,
Yeah.
and then you finish with your camping.
Yes. Nice. I
The
like the
greenery
idea.
was part of the setup, right? It looks so nice. The flowers, the trees.
Oh, you
Part
should know.
of the
Yeah.
part of it.
Did you get someone to do it for you? Or not?
No.
Landscape. You
I
did it
did it.
yourself.
Oh, my daughter can tell you how often I was here from 7 to 7 in the night.
Wow.
I started this place by selling. You'll be very surprised to hear this.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I shouldn't
Yeah,
say
you
it.
should.
Oh.
It's part of the story.
Whoa, okay. You know how we have ups and downs in life?
Yes.
I was at the down.
Okay.
I was still looking after my mom, who my dad had passed about 12 years ago. But my mom got sick. She got a stroke immediately after, and so I have been with her throughout. So the time that I came now, after closing down my coffee shop, things went bust for me, and I really went down in the dumps. You know the pit? You've had the pit? That's where I was.
Yeah.
It was only looking up. So anyhow, because of my passion for cooking and whatever, I would sell my pastries. I would go to a center here called Kingongo, and I would sell my pastries, small round, we used to call them balls, small round balls, like we used to call them long time ago, toimati. They are really like donut holes. You know the one you cut out?
Yeah.
That one. And I would go and sell them here. And that is how I started this place.
Really?
I bought my first sack of sand and my first bag of cement to get this place started, because this was a hay barn. This was a hay barn
That you renovated to be a bar.
to be the lounge and bar, and then the
yeah.
kitchen and office
So you
and
have the
storage.
creativity in you.
Yeah. So I started with the flowers. I started stealing flowers from my mother. Whatever little money I'd get from selling, I would buy some more flowers. And so I started that way. But from 2017 is when I started drawing up this place. 2019 is when I started working on it. Yeah. So yes, I started with almost nothing, and a very nice uncle of mine who we worked with, and another gentleman who we actually planted this grass with. Yeah. So it has been from 2019 up to March this year.
This is actually a labor of love.
It's wow. I like the way you guys are just coming up with nice words. Cascading, labor of love, you know. Yes,
No,
it
but
is
it's
a labor of
true.
love.
No, it's
Yes.
the truth, yes.
So
It's a labor of love. It's a labor of love. Yeah, because it was also difficult at the same time. And so when you're pushing through something, sometimes we think you have to start with this mass of capital. But it's everything is start from where you are,
Exactly.
step
Guys.
by step by step. Honestly, people think that the step by step is too slow. You want to rush and get that thing started and get money. No, that one you can fail easily. Yeah.
And it also it's important so that you can internalize. So when
Exactly.
you sit back and see, maybe that's where you started.
Yes.
You started with that flower there, that tree, that road.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it makes you proud.
It
because
does.
You know where it's all started.
You bet. Labor of love. Nice phrase.
I think that
Yeah.
passion
Yeah.
oozes all around.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think you could feel it from
Yeah.
the time we entered.
Yeah.
This place is so pretty and it's
Yeah.
so nice.
Oh,
'Cause
thank
you can
you.
even feel that energy around.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's
Thank
But
you.
then it starts
Thank you.
even from the watchman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's
so
good, right?
friendly.
He's so friendly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Come here, everyone
Yes.
is willing to help.
Yes.
Even the DJ.
Oh yeah.
Imagine.
So
Everything
means a
is
lot.
being
She didn't
cascading.
have a charger.
Oh yeah.
He was
He
so
was
willing
willing
to
to
help.
help.
Oh, awesome.
So yeah.
I'm glad. Then that gives you a very good experience of
Yeah.
the backyard.
It
Yeah.
was worth
Yeah.
the road trip.
Yes.
And we are really happy that we came.
No, I'm so happy you thought to come and do this, because in as much as you're also coming to enjoy, I'm also glad that it also gives me exposure. I'm very grateful that you can pinpoint that we'll go to the backyard. You know, when I heard that it was you coming, I was actually a little apprehensive. I was like, okay, another one.
Why?
No, but then I thought, why should I be? You know, I mean, because me in public, Lord have mercy.
Now you're already out there. There's
No,
turning
out there,
back.
you know, yeah. Sometimes I feel like hiding behind flowers and I have to say hi to people.
But you
So,
already have flowers, it is.
what? These people need to have
are
something
dancing
from me.
you
I think I should get you something.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, this was such a wonderful
There's one more
day.
thing before
Sorry.
you finish.
Yes,
You
yes.
mentioned you have plans for the future.
Yeah.
So you're planning on maybe setting up an accommodation setting of some sort. Maybe you can tell us more about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
My short-term goal actually is to see how I can package our coffee
Okay.
to sell it here, because people really appreciate coffee. Yeah.
Yes.
You'd be surprised. Yeah, you too, eh? So yes, do that, and then also to start accommodation just behind our home, just down towards the river. We have a river, so just down towards the river. I would like my anticipation would be to have it done within the next, start doing it up within the next 6 months, because there's a lot of demand for accommodation. Yeah. No day passes without people asking whether we have it.
Thought so too. We
Yeah.
asked. We were
Yeah.
actually wondering
Yeah.
because there was a gate.
Yes.
That's what we were wondering. Does
Yeah.
that lead
We
to
were
accommodation?
asking
Yeah.
actually, where does that get
Oh,
you?
okay. That leads to our home. But then now it will be right in the coffee, surrounded by the coffee. So there'll be cabins. Is what I
Part
pray
of
that.
it.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. But I can call you when we are
want
doing
to be
some
the first
groundbreaking.
one.
Eh? Yeah. I can call you when you're doing some.
Part of it.
Yeah.
This is so beautiful.
Thank you.
This is so nice.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it being a business owned by a woman,
Yeah.
Yes.
especially a woman,
Yeah.
and we
So
know
Like you guys,
yeah, like us,
you know.
know.
Sorry, Deva.
he supports.
Yes.
You know, it's really commendable, and just sharing such stories
Yeah.
motivates other people.
Yes.
You know,
Even
some-
ourselves.
even
Yeah.
us,
Okay.
because we're like,
Okay.
oh, it's owned by a lady.
Yeah.
That one we
Yeah.
have to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
no
even
doubt
seeing
about
what
it.
you've been able to do,
Yeah.
it gives us the idea that we need to keep pushing.
Yeah,
Yes.
even
I
us,
mean,
we can't like maintain a
Yeah.
mediocre level.
Yeah.
We have to keep growing. You
But
know?
you know, as I'm saying, like now, I'll send you photos of how I started. This place really wasn't like that. It's a step. I'm telling you the step-by-step thing. These I made them 2 months ago. So it was a plain place with just that and the tent, and these I made them 2 months ago. The paved under here was a month and a half ago. The flowers I just keep adding. Small things, you know, just keep, you know, you think over time. So it's not like you do everything at once. No. So it's step by step.
It will also be completely different.
Pole, you know, you think about it so you don't make mistakes. So you think about it and then you say, oh, I could add this. Yeah, I could add that. So step by step.
Someone actually said direction is more important than speed.
Yes.
So it's very funny you're saying it again because I just heard it the other day. The universe is trying to tell us something. I agree with what you're saying because it shows. It really does.
Thank you.
Let me just congratulate you because not only do you have the business acumen, the creativity as well to just come up with this space.
Yes.
Commendable.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that so much. Yeah, very, very much. And thank you so much for gracing our backyard. Yeah, it's been lovely having you as well. Yeah.
Any parting shots for us, for our viewers? What would you tell them? Let them know.
Come to the backyard. Come to the backyard. We'd be happy to serve you. We try and make it a memorable experience for everybody. We endeavor to offer the best service that we can. We look after you wherever. If we make a mistake, don't kill us because we are human, but we'll endeavor to do the best that we can for your experience here.
Perfect.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
So beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It was so great talking to you. You're such a lovely soul to talk to.
Wow, thank you.
You made us feel comfortable.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
Tension.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So we are happy.
Okay.
And we are praying that the business will grow.
Amen to that.
Father and Amy, and we hope to be part of this experience as well.
Yes, please.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll call you next time for the next phase. Thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you so much.